Remember the Doctor Who tag?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do in this video.
We've got some big questions to get through, so without further ado, let's do this. Okay, nice and easy one to start with. What was the first ever story we watched of Doctor Who?
Well, this one isn't different for any of us. We first watched it from the very beginning of the revival. Nothing was greater than watching that very first trailer when our dad called us to see it.
I actually can't believe it. That was like, what, 15 years ago?
I was 2. What? Who is your favourite Doctor?
Oh, tough one. It has been switching recently, especially after watching the classic series. I struggled. But the 11th Doctor still remains victorious. I would say it's slowly, like, this between David Tennant and Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, Peter Capaldi is very good. I think if we had to have one between us, it would be Peter Capaldi.
Yeah,
the 12th Doctor.
I would agree. But for me, it's Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor.
And for me, it is the most obvious option in every Doctor Who fan base. It's David Tennant. I just think that the action range, the action scenes, yeah, he did have the Time Lord Victorious and all the lovey-dovey stuff with Rose, but you just love him for it, do you? It's David Tennant.
Who is your favourite companion?
Now you're going to notice a theme with mine. Mine is Martha Jones. She had one series which is a complete outrage. How dare they give her one series? She has a little thing with the Doctor, but the Doctor was saying no, and she just pretty much told him to get lost at the end of it, which we respect.
We stan Martha.
We do stan Martha. We really stan Martha.
Well, as much as I love Martha, my favourite is Amy Pond. No, it is not just because she's ginger. That may be a slight factor, but that's not the reason. It's because she's attached to probably my favourite part of the era. That sort of 2010 era. I think that's when I was like peak childhood. So Amy will always have a special place in my heart.
What is your favourite series?
Ooh, I wonder. Have you got an idea of what I'm going to say?
Of course I know. I'm your brother.
Series 5. I literally can't praise it enough. It's not the strongest series on paper. It's not the best executed series on paper, but the vibe. I just love it. I love the crack storyline. I love the characters. I just love how Doctor Who shifted to this sort of dark fairy tale. And that's what everyone seems to describe it as. And I just love that vibe.
That is a good shout, to be fair. It has got such a good vibe.
Thank you.
Mine is Series 3. It is actually quite underrated, I'd say. A lot of people don't really call it their favourite. And Martha's in it. David Tennant's at probably his best. And the stories in Series 3 are ridiculous. Human Nature and the Family of Blood, Blink. The finale, it has the best twist in Doctor Who history. Yeah, what's not to love about Series 3?
Okay, what is your favourite story?
So, keeping in the theme with the Doctor, Martha, Series 3, it is from Series 3, and it's a very unpopular story. Daleks of Manhattan and the evolution of the Daleks. Genuinely, people hate it.
I don't know why. I actually genuinely do not know why. But as soon as you said it, I was like, oh dear, that one.
It's got a musical number in it, You Put the Devil in Me, amazing. The characters are great, it has bloody Spider-Man in it. But no, every time I was ill, I would just watch it. It was just great. He climbs the Empire State Building. Like, put that into perspective, guys.
I actually am with you on that one. I'd say that's probably my second favourite. But my one is Under the Lake. It's an average episode, let's face it.
Is it both though? Or is it Under Lake and Before the Flood?
Well, favourite story, it has to be Under the Lake and Before the Flood, because it's got Under the Lake in
I say it got weaker with Before.
I would agree, but I really like the characters, I really like the setting. I love the setting. Peter Capaldi's awesome in it with the cards, Clara's brilliant in it. I could go on for years and years of how much I love that show.
Yeah.
No, not show, story. However, if it was a show, I'd watch it.
What is your favourite villain?
I would probably go out there for the monsters and not choose the Master Daleks or Cybermen, although they're brilliant. I'm going to say one monster that has only been in one adventure game.
Oh, a good one though.
One Doctor Who story. and that's the Vashta Narada. What a concept! Scared of your own shadow, literally scared of your own shadow. Oh, it's just so cool. And the execution, to be honest, that story is up there with my favourite stories as well. Silence in the Library is so good. But yeah, I don't know why they haven't brought them back. They're very easy to bring back. They don't always need to look the same. It's very easy to bring back. BBC, what are you doing?
For me, it is probably quite basic. It's not the Daleks. And he didn't actually appear in Series 3, so I broke the theme. The Cybermen. I think they're terrifying. I've had so many nightmares with the Cybermen, I've lost count. But I want the Cybermen to be done more in a scary way. But I don't want the body... Like, I want body horror, but, like, let's not make it grim. Because I don't think the Cybermen need to, like, have grim thing stuff. Because they're terrifying. The concept is horrific. And I think there's so much to be done with the Cybermen.
Yeah, that's probably my main quarrel with the Cybermen. The fact that they don't upgrade so often. That's literally the thing that makes them unique.
That's the bit. That's like
the USP.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they don't utilise it more, to be honest.
It was good in Run Up in Time with, like, the patients.
However, that terrified me, and I'm still a bit scarred.
Terrified me too. That was terrifying.
What is your favourite TARDIS design?
So mine, actually, is still going to be the second Matt Smith TARDIS, which is like so the one that appeared first in the Snowman. Probably because the reveal of the Snowman was so good, like smaller on the outside and everything. But I actually am going to say, I think it's very close to being the Jodie Whittaker one. Like, it's upgraded massively, the orange, I think, and if we had a figure set of that or something, oh, I think I'd fall in love with it.
Really?
Yeah!
I thought I liked that TARDIS more than you. I was not expecting you to say the Jodie Whittaker.
No, I really like it.
Okay, my favourite, keeping with that Series 5 theme, is the Pond era TARDIS. But I think the real reason it's my favourite is because it's so limitless. Like, it's a bit like the 8th Doctor's TARDIS in that way. It feels like you could live there. And because of the adventure games and things like Amy's Choice, I know where all the rooms go. I'm like, oh, up there's the drawing room. I'm like, oh, down there they got the pawn shows. Oh, I just love it.
Now you said that, mine's definitely the second Matt Smith TARDIS because of Journey Centre of the TARDIS, where they literally went in everything.
Yeah.
That was really cool. What is your favourite moment? This is the hardest one by far.
That is really tricky. I know exactly what you're going to pick. Oh no, another one. See, this is what happens.
Just say them.
This is going to happen. And I'm going, oh, but that one. Oh. Okay. My favourite one, I would say, the one that always gets me hyped, and even if I'm watching on a clip, I'm just like, I don't think anyone else would pick this.
Yeah.
It's the Runaway Bride motorway scene. I adore that scene. Like, literally just watching it, and the music's like da 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 dun dun dun.
I think mine's also quite an obscure one, because people don't like the story. I'm very good at picking stories people don't like. It's from 42, and it is when he climbs around that spaceship. It's not as cool as I remember as a kid. Like, I generally remembered him climbing up the whole thing and everything. But but I think it's the music. All the strange creatures is top tier.
Yeah, I think music really helped out David Tennant's action scenes.
So good. And the spacesuit, oh, he's in the spacesuit as well. He's in the red one. Although, I think there's a few up there. I think there's the twist of the Master.
Well, I was going to explain that, but you interrupted.
No, I mean the first one. With Yana to...
Oh, I'm actually talking about the Spyfall one.
There's so much. There's the Doctor turning into a Weeping Angel. That was very recent. Oh, that was so cool.
Took my breath away. It's a shame how it was resolved.
But then there's Hell of a Bird, which is just a crime not to mention.
Yes.
Cliffhanger, Run Off from Time, all the... Doctor Who is like... There's a reason it's our favourite show.
It's just amazing.
It is. It is just phenomenal.
It's just amazing.
It's amazing.
Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. For more videos like this one, feel free to click that red button down below to join the adventure. I've been Christopher.
And I've been Lewis.
And you've been
brilliant! Crazy passion and we wanted you to know. So are you sitting comfortably? Our tribute to the show is, if we had to choose another, we just wanna know.